when you come to an environment or you got to an organization where you have never been before, I believe it is a good thing to keep calm, watch, study, and see what they do. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, wherever you are listening to me all over the world. I am one of many voices who has been talking to people about TBC. I have been in the community for some time, and I've been our leaders are presenting the TBC to the people. First of all, I want to use this privilege to appreciate some of the leaders who has been putting us through so that we can be bold to come and face the world. One of them is Mr. Augustine, Beberick, Mr. Steve, and some other leaders that I will not be able to mention their names. My name is Samson Kolawole. This is going to be my first time of coming live to YouTube to broadcast. I've started some broadcasts on Facebook for some times back now to let people know more about TBC. But my coming to this place will be centered on the people who are just joining the community. My broadcast today is to welcome the newcomers into the Kringle private community. I want to welcome you all, and I want to tell you that you are not mistaken in coming to the community. Our community is a community of abundance. Our community is a community that think good of other people. But before we continue the journey in this community, I believe being the newcomers in the community, I believe it is good to observe things the way it is being done in the community. Like what I did, I have been in the community studying how the community is being run. What is the aim of the community? Why do we have to come to this community? Before I go forward, let me quickly share my screen so that we can see. Yes, my screen is being shared now. In our community, there are some things that we need to know. There are some languages that will be coming from time to time that I believe it will be a good thing for the people that are just joining to please take note of them. A thing I believe, since you have come to this place, the people that refer you to the community might have told you what is this all about. But before we start, what is TBC? The full meaning of TBC is nothing but the billion coin. The billion coin. The TBC admin is the one that had a vision of how and what he can do to liberate people out of poverty. The admin look inwardly. He realized that in the whole world, humanity has grown tired of severe inequality within the world today. What do we mean by this? We realize that when God created we human beings, He did not create us to suffer. He created us to come and enjoy the abundance that He has created. But if you look at the situation today, we realize that the percentage of people that are benefiting this abundance are very few. And as a result of this, these people are not even ready to share part of this abundance with people. This is why the TBC admin think that what could be done to liberate as many people out of poverty. So this brings about the creation of the billion coin. The billion coin came to existence in the year 2016. By the grace of God, this coming March, next month, we'll be celebrating the 4th year of the existence of TBC. Like I told you, as a newcomer, there are things that you'll be hearing that you need to know. Like when you download the app on your phone, you see there's some things you see, something like blog, you see wallet, you see Kringle.cash, you see calculator. What are all these things meant for? The blog is where we get our information before the admin move the information into the back office for a reason that is best known to him, so that our information will not just be taken out and be twisted. We also talk of wallets in that app. What is the function of this wallet? The function of this wallet is to store your coin. That is your money. The coin is money. The coin is money. So that is where you store your coin. And the Kringle.cash, sometimes we call it KCBO, meaning Kringle Cash Back Office. This is where the activities of the community is taking place. If you want to know what is going on in the community, this is where you go and see what is going on. But You can only know what is going on in the community if you do your part. You have to do your part before you can have access to know what is going on in the community. Now, before I go further, I said that there are some things that you have to know in the community so that when you keep hearing it, it will not be new to you. TBC is one of it. TBC is money. It's a very big money that you cannot just spend it at a go. You cannot just spend a whole TBC because the value, a TBC, a coin as of today, worth more than $10 million. That is a very huge amount of money. Therefore, we have the smaller size because there are some things that you may want to buy that you cannot use the whole TBC to buy. Let me take for an example, Nigerian money as an example. We have the higher denomination of our money to be 1,000 naira. Sometimes we want to buy a smaller thing that we cannot use the whole 1,000 naira to buy. Therefore, we have the smaller units like 500, 200, 100, 50 naira, 20 naira, 10 naira, as well as 5 naira. So all these things now depend on what you want to buy. Therefore, the same thing here in the TBC community, we have the smaller unit that we call Kringle. Kringle as at now, as we are talking now, is more than 10. A Kringle is more than $10. So I believe, and I'm very sure, the TBC admin, is still working to bring the smaller units like micro that will be able to buy the smaller thing. So why did TBC admin created? Why did he create this coin? He created this coin to liberate as many people that are willing to be liberated out of poverty. Poverty is a bad disease. Poverty is not good. Poverty is very, very bad. Poverty is not even a good thing that we can even talk about. The life of abundance is good. Anyone that have tasted it too, we know that it is good to live the life of abundance. So therefore, the TBC created this coin in order to liberate as many people as possible out of poverty. Our society is called Kringle society. It's a private society, but there is a statement here, a phrase here. It's a private society, but not a secret society. You people that are just joining us, I want you to understand that the society that you came to is not a society that we don't want people to know what we are doing. Our society is a society where we want people to come and enjoy the life of abundance. Our society is a society where we invite people to join us. Our society is a society that we embrace ourselves. We talk of love. We talk of respect. We hate stealing. Stealing is not allowed in our society. If you are just coming into the system, if you are thinking of how you are going to scam people in the society, I won't deceive you, it will not work out. If you steal, In a Kringle society, you are harming yourself because your coin is in trouble, because it will be traced. If you steal somebody's coin and you take it, move it to your own coin, it's a big problem unless the person did not report you. So therefore, if you have the motion, you have intention of coming to the society, to the community, to come and scam people, to come and steal, I tell you, it will not work. Another thing I want you to bear in mind as you have come to this is that as you this time around, that the TBC admin is trying to distribute the coin. That is, TBC admin created 1 billion coin. The total number of coin that TBC admin created was 1 billion, and it has been in distribution for some time ago, and we are still in the distribution phase. If you look at this place, say welcome to the TBC distribution phase. Understand? Admin is still distributing the number of coin in his wallet. I even congratulate you because you came at the right time. You came at the time when the TBC admin is giving a lot of TBC to the member. If you register, let's take for instance, you pay you register somebody that your referral, your upline register you on the 1st of this month, you are entitled to get 30 coin. I told you before that the value of a coin as at now is more than $10 million. Now you just get a coin like 30 free of charge. It is an opportunity. The people that started earlier, they pay huge amount of money to get some of this coin. But I would like to tell you something. The number of coin you are having in your custody, you are to maintain it. Bear this thing in mind. You are to maintain it because it is in your custody. We are giving you because admin is giving you so that you will use it to liberate as many people on around you out of poverty. But will you be able to maintain this thing before we get to where we are going? That is my question. Will you be able to maintain this before we get to where we are going? Because where we are going is we want as many people to accept it, to take it, because the purpose of this coin is to serve as the medium of exchange. What do I mean by that? That we want a situation where we go and purchase anything, we use our coin to pay for it. We are using our coin to replace fiat. That is purpose of this coin. I hope the people that are just joining, you are following me. If I thought you are not online, if you can try and watch this video later, it will be an advantage, so that you know the reason why you are here in the community, in the Kringle private community. Another thing I want to quickly tell you is that whenever you go to your wallet and you see a coin, when you look at the dollar side of it, you see you see plenty money. Many of my referral, the first thing that normally comes to their head is that how do we encash this money? This money is not meant to be encashed. It is meant to be spent as medium of exchange. Be very, very careful in this community, because there are many scammers outside that they will tell you that they want to they want to, if you want to encash your money, you want to change your TBC for money. Admin did not approve that this will be encashed. It is meant to be used as a medium of exchange. You buy good, you use your TBC to pay for it. I think I have to stop here for today. When next I come online, I'll be able to tell you more about what you have to know. I don't want us to just jump into the middle, because when you jump into the middle, you might not deeply understand what is going on, because TBC has been in existence for almost 4 years now. So I believe it is an idea for us to start from the elementary aspect of it. You know the purpose where you are here. You know what TBC is all about. TBC is the billion coin. The purpose why the TBC had been created is to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. Is to liberate as many people as possible out of poverty. Are you ready? If at all the TBC admin wants to liberate you, want to take you away out of poverty, are you ready? That is my question. I would like to stop here. Till next we meet. Have a nice night. Bye for now.